Alright guys, so I want to show you something real quick. We got a really cool installation coming up. It's for an FD-RX-7. As you guys know, we're RX-7 fans. You can see, got the signed Amemiya banner right there. Had to go to Japan to get that one. Anyway, we've got this really cool upgrade for the FD3S RX-7. This is a coil upgrade. We're using obviously the IGN-1s, as you can see here. These are authentic, real coils, are really good. You can see the guy who builds this kit is super thorough. It's a nice plug-and-play assembly. You've got a pre-built harness right here with everything already marked. These plug right into the coils. This goes right into the factory ignition, and it's got a relay built in. You got your power leads. These are extended because the car that we're doing is has a battery in the back, so he custom builds the installations for you. Everything is labeled really nice, as you can see. So nice quality kit. Comes with 4 leads to go with it that go to your trailing and leading coil or plugs, coils and plugs. And this is a good upgrade for anybody who wants to get a little more juice out of their ignition system. The factory coils, they're underneath the intake manifold. They're heat soaked. They get destroyed really quickly over time, and really quickly over time. That made sense. Come on, Jack. Anyway, they do go bad from the heat over time. Maybe not so quickly. And either way, this is going to be a great upgrade for that. And I think that we're gonna be able to have a much more stable ignition. This is for customers' cars, not for mine. But I would love to do this on mine too, so might get around to it. I don't have any ignition problems yet with mine, but I'm sure I will at some point. So if you got an RX-7, consider this kit. This is a nice one, pretty sweet. We'll get this in next week. Car's going to be coming in. We're going to be doing a fuel system upgrade on it as well. So we've got our fuel injectors right here. We've got a few things. We've got our pressure gauge and a regulator, and a set of big boy 2000cc injectors from Fuel Injector Clinic. These are going to go into the secondary location. The primary injectors are okay. They're a 550cc, but they're a side feed. The primaries and secondaries are both side feed on these. So it's kind of old technology. You can upgrade to do all 4 if you want, but usually the primaries are okay. But anytime you get a chance to switch injectors on these cars, you want to go to a top feed setup. So we're going to be doing a top feed conversion. We got the rail and everything as well. So this will all be going on to the car next week. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a pretty cool upgrade. On to more pressing concerns. Marcus has been working on Dusty here for the past day or so. Replaced a lot of the coolant lines. For those of you who don't know, Dusty and I have had a love-hate relationship over the years for piddling coolant whenever it wants to. And it's been just all the factory coolant hoses that have just rotted over time. And it was time to do all that. So now they're all up to date. Yeah, as Marcus said, even the ones that I've already replaced, because I did quite a few of them a while ago, but this time we had to pull the intake manifold to get all of them. We replaced them with, heavier duty stuff like this, and it was a huge job. Also did an oil change, so we're ready to do another event or whatever you want to call it. For those of you who don't know, I run Rotella in all of my cars. Just a little pro tip for you. I run Rotella regular non-synthetic oil, and I add zinc to it in order to really keep it slippery. So just a little pro tip for you. If you got a high performance engine and you want to keep her going for a long time, you can do the same. Get yourself that Rotella 1540, and if you're in a hot climate, obviously like us, 1540, and then just add that zinc additive to it. I get the Lucas zinc additive, and it just keeps things nice and slick. So we're gonna heat her up and get this sucker piping hot. This is on E85, so I really should change the oil more often than I do. but it goes bad pretty fast with the 85.
You don't drive it that much either, so.
Yeah. When I do the startups here at the shop to move it around, I try to let it warm up a little bit, but it takes so long for it to get up to full temperature, so I don't get to do that. So admittedly, the oil goes bad pretty fast. It absorbs water. So you got to change it as much as you can. Anyway, let's get her warmed up. Man, Dusty is just living up to the name right now. Look at this. Ooh. Let me know, put something in the comments I'll write on the car. I don't really care about the paint on this car. It's Dusty, I keep it like this. That's the name of the car. The only washes it gets is when I pull it out and it rains. I wash the windows too so I can see when I'm gonna drive it. But Marcus, I'm asking people what I should write on the car in the dust. That was pretty obvious. Put in the comments what you want me to write on here. Nothing offensive, guys, no profanity, but I'll shout you out on my car. How about that?
Right there, Instagram tag.
Exactly, I can shout someone out. Oh yeah, listen to that. Starting to warm up, it's gonna get that chop. For those of you who don't know about Dusty, this is a car that one of the first cars that we imported, and it's a really strong car. HKS GT 2530 turbos are updated. They're actually a modified GT 2530, but they're still the original housings and stuff. So it's a super strong setup. 650 wheel horsepower as it sits on this dyno. Running 85, all the HKS goodies to go with it. Haltech computer, HKS cams, head studs, cam gears, as you can see, and just all the supporting mods to go with it in order to really do some work. It's got locking diffs front and rear, mechanical locking diffs front and rear, twin disc Exetti clutch, Brembo brakes, 2-piece rotors. Those kangaroo paws all the way around. So there's quite a few mods on this car, and it's kind of a sleeper. One of the other great features of the car is it's got carbon doors. Look at that, you can see it. So carbon doors, carbon lid in the back, super lightweight. ABS has been deleted, HICUS is deleted. So quite a few weight savings. Still has AC, which is great for Florida. And you can see the brain of piping we had to make here. This is HKS piping that I reconfigured to work. It's actually from an R34. R34 or R33, I can't remember. And then we made it fit on this car. So that's the basics. Just your everyday Skyline. The way she sits right now. This thing breaks loose from a second gear roll, all 4 wheels. So it's a pretty hectic ride. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. There's some older videos I have with it. It was also featured on That Racing channel quite a few times, so go check out TRC. It did some roll racing on there. You can go see kind of what it's all about. The car is just lethal fast on the street for what it is, and it just doesn't look it. It's a very unassuming car otherwise. At least I think so. The old TDI never lets me down. 62,000 miles, running strong, twin disc clutch, upgraded turbo, all the good stuff. It's a good car. diesel, baby. Anyway, just wanted to remind everybody who might be interested. I do offer remote tuning service, as most of you probably know, and if you didn't know, check it out. I can do pretty much any programmable ECU. If you have the software on your computer and you can actually log into it on your own car and you just need some help tuning, hit me up. I do remote sessions. It's really simple. You use TeamViewer. I get into your laptop, control the laptop for you, and I set things up. I have a vast library of files also that I can send for some of the cars that are not programmable on your end. I can still help you out. Like HV tuners and a couple of other ones, I can actually help you out. Cobb Access, Sportswear Cobb Pro dealers. So just a whole bunch of stuff. There are limitations, obviously. If you don't have the software on your end and you can't access the ECU, I probably can't help you. But that's very few and far between. So let me know what you got. If you've got something that needs a little bit of touch up, I can most likely help you and get you on your way. And I want to do some more flight sim, some more flying. I've been kind of dreaming about it, you know. It's just so much fun flying around. But I have a question for anybody out there who might be able to help me. I'd like to build a nice computer, but man, the cost of these graphics cards right now are just ridiculous. So someone out there, maybe you just upgraded, you've got the latest and greatest, and you've got a hot machine that's worth it, and you know, or maybe you want to help me out, you know, help me build something. Let me know. Send me an email, send me a comment, something. You can send an email to jack@horsepowerlogic.com, or you know, just let me know. I know there's someone out there who feels my pain. I'd like to have like a decent CPU so that I can play this simulator to its fullest content. So anyway, that's probably gonna do it. We're getting into the weekend, so we're gonna wind down. I got a couple of things I got to finish up at the shop. And maybe I'll take Dusty out for a nice ride if this weather lets up. It's been raining, so we got a little tropical system right now. But when the weather lets up, maybe I'll put some fresh plugs in Dusty and go take her out for a couple of rips. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.